everybody, welcome to Yoga International's YouTube channel. I'm Dianne Bondy, and today I'll be sharing with you my Rise and Shine practice. I try to do this every single morning. I want you, since you're here already and watching videos, that you should just subscribe to this channel because there's lots of awesome content here, and hit that bell to be notified when we upload a new video because we upload a new one every single week. Don't you just want to watch these videos all day? Anyway, so I've got a 10-minute Rise and Shine, and if you haven't noticed already, I'm pretty shiny because I may have already done this practice today. So what you need for your practice is 2 blocks, perhaps a blanket if you like to practice with a strap, and I'm gonna be honest, it goes relatively quickly because I've only got 10 minutes and then I gotta get out the door, get my kids to school, do all that cool stuff. So here's the thing. We often think that our yoga practice has to be an hour, hour and a half, 75 minutes to be useful or helpful, but it doesn't have to be. It can be as little as 10 minutes. So we're gonna start in seated today. I have 2 blocks. My favorite way to sit is on these blocks kneeling. So what I do is I bring my knees together, my big toes wide, and then I bring my blocks underneath my seat. If this is not comfortable for you, then you can go ahead and sit cross-legged on the blocks, but I'm a big, huge fan of using blocks in my practice, and I'll be using them throughout my practice. So let's bring our hands to heart center, and actually we're gonna tent our fingers and bring our palms wide, shoulder blades on the back, heart lifted, and let's take a few breaths here. And the reason I like to touch the tips of my fingers is they help me feel grounded and provide clarity. This particular mudra helps me feel really connected to my breath. And for my practice today, I'm gonna practice Ujjayi breathing. So closing the mouth and breathing in through the nostrils nice and deep, expanding through the rib cage. And then constricting the back of the throat and letting the breath move out through the nostrils only. And the breath is gonna have an audible quality, kind of like the ocean, a little bit like Darth Vader, but not quite so deep. And so from here, let's inhale and sweep our arms all the way up to the sky. Right hand grabs a hold of left wrist, and let's crescent over to the right, and then come back through center and crescent over to the left. And then I'm gonna sweep my hands wide, bring my hands to my heels, and do a mini camel pose. So just squeezing between the shoulder blades, squeezing the belly, lifting up through the heart. And then on the exhale, I'm gonna come forward off the blocks, and I'm gonna slide the blocks to the top of my mat and do a little cat-cow. I think there's no bad time to do cat-cow. So we'll go ahead and as you inhale, soften the belly down, lift the gaze up. And as you exhale, round. And I want you to take notice of how wide your hands are apart on the mat and really take nice, big stances on your mat. My whole theory in life is just to take up space. And so go ahead and come back and forth. Every time you inhale, soften down, look up. Every time you exhale, press into the floor, round, tuck the chin to the chest. And from here, you can do as many of these as you think is interesting or as many of these as you like before you start to transition into your first downward facing dog of your practice. So curling your toes under, lifting your hips up and back, pressing down through your heels. Go ahead and pedal your feet out here. Coming up onto your right toes, rolling back onto your left heels and vice versa. I really like to push the floor away from me, soften my chest down, and then once again, lower my knees down. Take my knees out wide, toes out wide, and melt my chest down to the earth. Stretch the arms forward. Good. Inhale, rock up, shift the hips forward, look forward, push the tops of the feet down. And then curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. And let's walk to the top of our mats. And I'm gonna go wide when I come up because everything is stiff, right? You just kind of got out of bed. And so we're moving kind of a little stiffly, which is why I have blocks. Blocks underneath my hands here. Now taking your feet out a little bit wider, bending your knees, letting the crown of the head come down to the floor, and hopefully feeling some sensation in the back body here as we stretch. And then on the inhale, let's reach all the way up. And on the exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale and reach. Exhale, bend at the knees generously. And now sweep the arms back behind you with them open. And on an inhale, circle the arms all the way around in a nice big circle. And then bring the palms together, look up. And then exhale, hands through heart center, fold, reach back behind you. Inhale, circle, arms up and around. Palms come together, look up. Exhale, fold forward, arms through heart center. One more time. Reach them way back behind you. Inhale, circle them way up, palms together, look up. And then this time when we fold forward, let's bring our hands to the floor or to our blocks. Inhale, I'm gonna walk the blocks alongside my feet as I half lift. Exhale and fold. And I'm gonna use the blocks for the majority of this practice. Right leg steps way back, and I need to get a little bit of energy going on here. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So if this is not your jam yet this morning, first things first is you can step right foot forward, left foot back, and do as many of these as you like. I would opt for 6 or 8. If you're feeling like, you know what, I need a kick in the pants this morning, I really need a little energy boost. I haven't had my coffee yet, I probably should get to it. Go ahead and push down through your blocks and you're gonna go hop, okay? It's a lot less scary than it looks. So you're gonna push down through the blocks and hop your feet. Hop your feet, hop your feet, hop your feet. 4, 3, 2, and now you're gonna hop back with your right foot back. 1, inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Now I'm already warm. So that's what I was going for. I'm already, my heartbeat's a little bit quicker, and it's adding a little bit of cardiovascular exercise to this workout or to our practice. And then I'm gonna bring the right arm forward, left arm back, and now spin open. Right arm back, left arm forward, come into your first warrior 2 pose. Arms out nice and wide. Taking a peaceful warrior. Now I'm gonna windmill my hands down to the blocks and flip my blocks onto the flat side. Bringing my hands to the blocks, spinning up onto my right toes, stepping back. So I do that because I have short arms. If you've ever seen the meme T-Rex arms at yoga, that's me. So I like to make my arms a little longer with blocks. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. I'm gonna lower between the blocks. Squeeze between my shoulder blades, strength move here, and then I'm gonna do a push-up. What? All the way up. Push back to down dog. And then because my legs or my arms are wider, my legs can make it to the front of the mat. Back to my forward fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, right hand grabs a hold of left wrist and crescent over. Second side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back behind you. Big circle with the arms. Bring your palms together, look up. And then fold forward, hands to the blocks. Bringing your blocks to your setting, your second setting. Left leg steps back now. So remember, you can opt out. So if this is too much for you, remember, you can do your step, right? Or you can take it up a notch and have this be your coffee, right? Have this be your little boost of energy here. And we're gonna do 8 of these. When you're ready, go for it. I'm gonna hop switch now. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, left leg back and hold. Yay, we made it. Now inhale, come all the way up. Left arm forward, right arm back. And then circle back into warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Windmill your hands down to the blocks. Bring your blocks onto the flattest setting. Push back into down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale this time, 2 push-ups here. 1, yikes. 2, you got this. Push up, and then let's cross the ankles behind us and make our way to seated. So I'm taking my blocks with me. For those of us who need a little extra love with the blocks in the morning, you can bring the blocks on either side of your feet. Curl the shoulders back, lift, and if you find boat pose difficult in the morning, you can rest on your blocks. Or you can come into your boat pose here, I call it lifeboat, holding the back of the knees, shoulders back, hold. Fingertips out in front, hold. And now it's available to you. You can lengthen down, even have your legs rest if you're working on doing a more advanced boat pose, a more difficult boat pose, I should say. And we'll bring our knees in and out for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's come to cross-legged. And now, right hand to left knee, left fingertips behind you, look over your shoulder. Come back through center, and then left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Back through center. Good. And now hands come through heart center. and take a moment to notice how you feel. So my rise and shine practice is about getting up, getting my blood pop moving, getting out the door, getting a little bit of joyful movement. So I would love to know what you do to get your blood moving first thing in the morning to help you get out the door and have a successful day. So from here, if you want to lay back into your Shavasana pose or come back to seated and take a few moments for relaxation or for meditation, I suggest you do that. So thank you for joining me for Rise and Shine, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.